Alrighty, boys. Who do we got on the Horde team? We're going to have Alex representing the Horde at the beginning. Binus as the warrior. Cinderella coming back as the feral. We're going to have Galahal as the first man up front in Myth, trying to take a shot at it again versus what looks like it's going to be Boomer as Outlaw. Seavar coming in first versus the Demon Hunter. That's going to be Killer Jen as a monk, didn't get to play last time. Ledger Blade, his first time playing today at all. And Scalaback didn't even get to play today, but that's going to be double Outlaw on the Horde team. Seavark is going to set himself up with a shield. Galahal is going to have a little bit of time to look for the mage as he pops in a biz. Question is, when do you pop your eyes? Do you pop it early when the mage is behind the pillar, or do you pop it when the mage is in the middle so you can catch him out? He's going to wait for a little bit, finds the mage. The mage is trying to peel back a little bit. Going to be a glaive toss to knock him out. Polymorph still going to arrive, and that's going to be Seavark trying to open up the duel with a greater pyroblast into Ring of Frost. Going to get back-to-back CC. That's actually going to be a trinket out of Galahal with a stun wombo combo onto the mage, blinking out away from... Oh, Steel freezes himself somehow. Are you serious? He actually froze himself. Interrupt coming in onto Seavark's Fire Mage abilities, though. That's going to be Temporal, trying to get a heal for Seavark. Going to get a short route onto Galahal. That's going to be Shadow Meld again. Seavark's favorite ability. Oh, Shadow Meld, how much I love you. Seavark is still trying to get some damage going onto Gal. Gonna run around after that trinket with the Scorches. That's gonna be a big old melee trinket. Galahal's taking a bit of damage right now. He needs to be aware of his own health. Could get opened up and set up any moment. Is gonna live through that Maledict for a second. Seavark is gonna get stunned up. There's gonna be more wombo combo out of the Demon Hunter. Continue to scourge the DH while he got him low. Safety trinket pocket for Seavark though, and his health is not looking all that amazing. He's gonna get a root and a Freak of Frost onto Galahal. Gonna get interrupted on it actually while he's sitting in darkness. Could go for a poly. Is going to go for a greater pyro while Galahal is sitting. Actually gets frozen right now. Seavark is going to bail. A little bit more crits and down goes Gal. That was a very, very interesting play. He's still got those Ring of Frost off, even in darkness. And it's going to be Binus up next. Going to land in the honor duel. Binus and Seavark have had a back and forth as a Fire Mage and a Fury Warrior. It's going to be very, very interesting who wins this one. I think Seavark has had plenty of experience. Seavark still holding on to most of his offenses and defenses. Was able to take out Galahal pretty well. Looks like Binus isn't going to be rolling Reflect though, so that's going to give a little bit of a handicap advantage to Seavark though, without a Reflect. That's going to be Reflect, Shadow Melt, Stun, all three abilities that can disrupt Seavark's cast. It's going to try to open up with a greater pyro. Blinking away. I would think he was expecting to charge out of Binus, but Binus opens up with a stun. Trying to get some damage to Seavark. Gonna bail away as he sees Seavark gonna go for a bit of healing. Binus gonna get back in there trying to get his health back too. Ring of Frost coming down, not gonna be able to land it. Binus hasn't taken damage from that Ring of Frost quite yet. That's gonna be some easy damage for Seavark though. It's gonna get a freeze onto Binus, Trinket get a forced out, still taking a little bit of damage from that big old greater pyro. That's gonna be charged for Binus. Slow's coming down to Seavark. Needs to find a way to peel the warrior off of himself. It's going to be interrupt onto fire as Binus is continuing just to pump pressure into the mage as much as he can. Going to get a lot of damage in, gathering into the execute range. Melee Trinket dropping down onto Seavark right now. Binus could go for a setup. It's going to go for a big old heal as Seavark has still mallied out completely. Is going to get an ice block early as Binus cannot heal off of Seavark. This could be a set match done duel. Seavark gonna get a breath onto Binus and ends him right now in the fiery glory. Alex is up next, trying to end this duel. Wasn't given the opportunity to get him. Nobody gave him an honor duel, so he's not gonna give nobody else an honor duel. Gonna open up onto Seavark. Seavark is gonna try to get a heal rolling, trying to deal with that cauterize, but his health is actually not that low, not quite. Vanish coming out for Alex though. Seavark healed up a fair amount actually out of that cauterize, trying to get a Ring of Frost. And the Rogue is going to Cloak of Shadows that. Seavark has no way to deal with the Rogue right now because of that cloak. It's a perfect cover. And Alex ends up taking him out. Next up is going to be Legend Blade as an assassination. Gonna get a throw dagger in there. Trying to get a poison set up onto Alex. Trying not to let him reset. That's going to be a stun out of Alex. So getting some good damage into Legend Blade with that single stun. Legend Blade finally able to get his dots rolling onto the other Rogue. Get the shot coming down. Alex has no way of breaking out of it. Big old Vendetta damage coming in. And cool Legend Blade go for a Muckfist Venom. Is going to land one. Blind coming onto Alex while his health is low. But he does get a massive heal rolling. Look at this health going up. Look at his health going up to where it was. Went from like 20% up to 60, dude. That's a massive heal. Maybe even 10%. That's a lot. What's up, DC? How you doing, my man? Was that you as a demon hunter? Was that you, my boy? Oh my goodness. Got Road coming in. Legend Blade is going to get hit with a stun off of that. And Alex is continuing to get some damage into the Assassination roll. Going to get a second heal rolling right now. Maintaining his health while the dots are ticking down. Kidney shot coming in. Is that going to be a racial maybe? It looks like Legend Blade is actually playing out the long game. Going to get dots into Alex and going to try to go for resell. That's going to be a big old grappling hook. But Legend is able to run around it. And Alex is going to have dots. Might as well pick up the eye and look for Legend Blade. Legend Blade is not playing defensive. Is going to go for food from Seavark. Is going to try to go for food. While Alex, all he can really do is use concoctions to heal. Legend Blade is getting a lot of health back. Is on a move. Alex should be able to see him. I think he does. Pistol shot coming out. Stopping some of the opener. Gets a stun into Legend Blade. Tricky coming out of the Assassination rogue with a killing spree to follow. Big old procs. That's going to be trickered out of Alex off of this. Is Legend Blade done? He has evasion rolling for a little bit. Alex needs to find a way to deal with this. Vanish cheap shot onto Legend. Back-to-back stun. Legend barely has any health. Vendetta. Oh, Vanish coming out. And you live that by a bare minimum. Alex is going to walk up, pick up the eye right now. Legend Blade is going to get a heal rolling. Is he going to go for Mage Food? Could. Alex, I think, can still land maybe a sap on him. No, going to have eyes. Needs to get CC onto Legend. Garrod coming in. There's going to be a kidney onto Alex. Legend Blade needs to make this damage happen right now. Looks like he might not be able to kill him. Stun coming out onto Legend. Is this Outlaw going to turn it around? The Outlaw turned it around onto an Assassination rogue. This man just healed. Give this man an honor duel. He can show you a good time, dude. Give this man a good honor duel. Who's up next? Is it going to be Boomer? No, it's going to be Scallywag. Scallywag, give this guy an honor duel, man. Gonna land a sap into Alex, though. Looks like Alex's days are numbered. Gonna get a heal rolling. While 10% dampen up right now. Gonna get an early stun into Scallywag. Scally's not gonna trick it. That's gonna be a fair amount of damage out of Alex. Scallywag and Alex's health is similar. Gonna get a second stun onto Alex. Oh no, first stun actually. Killing spree to follow. There's Alex a way out of this. Blind coming in onto Scally. He trickets out of it. And Alex has a lot of defenses available now. It does get a gouge into Scally. What is that bleed? That's some kind of a bleed popped on you. It's gonna be a blind. Alex is gonna have a trinket for this setup though. Unless, no. Stun coming out. No trinket right now. Did get a concoction rolling ahead of time. That's going to be Cloak of Shadows available for Scally. And Scally is going to take a lot of damage out of this killing spree. I think with a drone rush on top of it too. That's still going to be a lot of damage regardless. Alex and Scally. Parry coming out for Scally. Parry coming out for Alex. Vanish cheap shot onto Scally. Scally's health is not looking all that amazing right now. Pistol shots is what you got to do. Pistol shot. Keep pistoling them. You'll get a bunch of procs from Azeroth. Trinket coming out for Alex right now. With the Cloak of Shadows getting disarmed as he's trying to bail away from Scally. Needs to go for a big old setup. Scally wants to end this rogue right now. He's trying to get around the corner. Gouge comes in. Does Alex have enough to get a stun lock combo going? Does get massive heal. Vanish coming in for Scally. Cheap shot onto Alex as he has a heal rolling. Stun coming in short onto Alex to follow afterwards. Stun coming in full onto Scally, but Alex is not quite confident that he can kill. So he's just going to bail out of there with a grapple hook. Scally just going to get a heal rolling. Alex is going to get another concoction up and running. Both of these bad boys get themselves a reset. There's going to be a question of who picks up the eyes. Alex is definitely at a massive disadvantage. So Scally could go pick up the eyes. He'll be able to see Alex. He has the health, but Alex is going to go for a heal. He's going to create a Crimson Vial. And Scally knows exactly where Alex is. Or at least he saw him where he saw him last. 2 eyes are available. Is any of these rogues going to pick it up? Alex is actually going to chase back where he was. I guess he has an idea that Scallywag is going to check where I just was. But these guys are right on each other's toes. Anyone could see each other. That's going to be Scally getting the opener. Does Alex have a racial out of this, or is he going to take the damage? Scally should he get a concoction rolling? Going to get a buff up. But it's going to be, oh, as he got a mark for death roll into Alex into a stun. Not going to quite land the full stun lock combo until now. Alex is going to take a bit of damage. Does he have a heal rolling? It is going to be disarmed after blind coming into Scallywag. His trinket out of it, blinding Alex. Is Alex going to have a trinket this time? Going to be DR'd though. Ambush coming in for Scally. Doesn't want to go for, oh, does go for a back-to-back stun. Now Scallywag is the one getting stunned up into a killing spree to follow, dropping his health down to about half. Alex is confident right now, just to make sure he seals are rolling. Is going to get himself a reroll of the buffs. Really good roll. Cloak of Shadows coming in early for Scally. I don't know if he has like a trade that lets him heal while cloaked. Maybe he does. Second stun coming in onto Scally as Alex is just trying to fight it out. Gouge coming in. Let's go back to a pistol shot. Scally trying to set himself up something. Needs to get a full stun. Down he goes as Alex takes him out. That's going to be Killagen coming up next. Doesn't want to give this Outlaw the opportunity to re-heal, man. Too much healing for this Outlaw rogue. Too much healing for this rogue. Giving Alex the opportunity. This guy didn't even get himself any kind of. Lived to buy pubic hair? He did. You really did, AJ. He literally lived by pubic hair. Killagen getting opened up on Scout. Alex didn't even get an auto duel or nothing, dude. So the fact that he won those, really well played. Incap coming down, stun lock combo. Killagen wants to end this duel right now. That's going to be just a Fist of Fury. Does Alex have any way to do with anything about this? Is going to land a stun onto Killagen with a parry, but Killagen is going to bail out of there with 31% damage. He's going to catch up on his own health, while Alex is forced to deal with all those images as Killagen is going to get back in there. Alex Cloak of Shadows coming up right now. He's going to go for a killing spree. That's actually going to get back to the LOS platform away from Killa, which is perfect because Killa was just running away from the killing spree. And he gave Alex the opportunity to catch a re-stealth, actually, as he gets himself another concoction rolling. So Killa is up in a bad situation where he either needs to pick up an eye or get reopened by a rogue all over again. This is going to be very, very interesting. If he can do anything is at the eye, but Alex is not going to let him pick it up. Gonna open up with a cheap shot. Are we gonna see anything on Killagen though off of this? As Alex is trying to get a reroll for a buff. String gets out of that incap into a stun onto Alex. No way out of this. Or no way. Trick it on Killa, I mean. No way out of this but a blind. And Killa is not gonna trick it out of it. Alex is gonna break his own blind into a gouge to fall into Killa. Alex just doesn't want to get out of the fight. Kicks Killagen right now. That's gonna be a big old stun into Alex. Images are up. I think Killagen accidentally rolls past Alex. I think it was a misclick. And Alex is going to be able to land himself a vanish with a re-heal. This rogue is just unkillable. This rogue is just undefeatable. This rogue just doesn't want to go down. This is the rogues that people talk about when they're in arena. Rogues are just going to run away, come back at full health. That's literally who they are. And Alex is basically, he is our champion rogue, dude. He is exactly making sure that everybody sees that, yes, this is what rogues do. Killagen looking for him, gonna get landed ASAP on him. As Alex is just gonna continue running circles around the guy. Poor Killa, man. Poor Killa. Gonna be sap again. Cheap shot opener. Alex has a drone rush rolling for a little bit. Is he gonna go for a back-to-back stun? Is gonna go for a back-to-back stun. Killa's health is not looking all that amazing. Is gonna land a few vivifies. Gonna go for the images. Fist of Fury parry. Gonna be a parry out of Alex as well, but the killing spree to follow. Killagen is gonna take a bit of damage. He's gonna run away. Gonna drop down an image in case he wants to go defensive or offensive. He's gonna run away from Alex for a while, trying to avoid that parry as best as possible. It's gonna be an interrupt onto that cast by stun, and Alex is gonna trick it out of that leg sweep at the very end. Killagen just needs to burn through a little bit more health, but his health is not looking that amazing either. Karma coming down. Cloak of Shadows coming in for Alex though, but Fist of Fury is gonna lock him down. I think he got a heal rolling, maybe? No, his health is just not looking that amazing. And Killagen just take out Alex. One man. Actually, second man down onto the Alliance. Next up is going to be Cinderella. Is going to give Killagen the opportunity to re-heal full. And Killa is going to take the advantage of it right now, man. Dude, Orc Monks look so awesome when they sit like this. Crisscross applesauce. It just looks like a monk, like made to be a monk. You know what I mean? Just me? I think it looks amazing. Cinderella does have a really mean bite for a feral. So he's going to try to show him his teeth right now with an opener or as a rake. Going to be in cap with a few vivifies for Killagen. Going to get a stun into Cinderella. Images after with a touch of death to follow. Mallet trinket after. It's going to be a big old wall coming out for Cinderella with thorns as well. Killagen is actually going to bail away from those thorns. Cinderella is still going to take that touch of death. No! Going to be able to restyle that touch of death damage. If you get hit with a touch of death and you feign death it, or you stealth it, or vanish it, you don't take the damage. As long as you do it right before it ticks. This is going to be Killa again and reopen up again by Cinderella. Back-to-back kicks coming out. Big old wall. Defensive dub. Tanked up right now. No Karma available for a bid. 2 more seconds. 1 more second on Karma. He does get interrupted by Cinderella. But it's going to be a Fist of Fury to lock the feral out. Trying not to let the feral get a big old bite. Cinderella is trying to end him right now. And that's going to be a Karma coming in. Cinderella is going to have to find a way to deal with. She's just going to go for a massive heal. Bear from coming down is going to get a massive heal to follow. That's going to be taken off Killa onto Cinderella. Wall coming out. Killagen is kind of exposed right now, kind of naked. As thorns are up for Cinderella. Fist of Fury coming in. Could be anyone's duel right now. And looks like Killa is going to go down. Cinderella surviving with just a sliver of health. That thorns play was a nice play. And next up is going to be Boomer. Ooh, look at him, dude. He got the pirate mog down. Look at that. He got a big old hook hand. Big old saber, party hat, has a mount for it too. This man likes to cosplay. I like it. I like how he commits to the role. It's going to be Cinderella versus Boomer. Going to be a really hard duel for Boomer to come back from, because Pharaohs are just kind of hard just to deal with. And then it's going to be Myth on top of it, which is a Paladin. It's going to be a long game for both of these two. But maybe the dampening at 61% is going to make this a lot harder. Boomer's going to pick up the eyes. Not even going to vanish. He's going to see where Cinderella's at. Doesn't want to let Cinderella get a re-stealth and a re-heal. Looks like Cinderella didn't go for a full re-heal. They want to continue the duel at whatever health they are at, just to make it as fair for the 5v5 1v1 style. Look, a shot is coming in for Boomer. Tricky coming in for Cinderella as he gets stunned up. Bash coming in. That's going to be Boomer's taking that bash with those bleeds sticking down on him. Is going to be able to get double heal rolling. Paladin Tricky coming down to Cinderella. Not going to be able to land a lot of heals off this. And Boomer's just continuing to pressure him. Cinderella's not even going to go for heals. Just going to wait out the Paladin. Going to get a re-stealth right now. And so will Boomer. But Boomer does have bleeds rolling on him. Doesn't have an eye to pick up. Could go for a second set of eyes. Cinderella could try to cut him off. Is going to for a regrowth or two. Looks like Cinderella's playing more defensively with 65% dampening. Would rather catch up on a lot more of their own health. Let the wall come back, let the heal come back, and take down Boomer through the bleeds and dots. One disadvantage Cinderella does have is no trinket. So if Boomer gets a big old setup and Cinderella does a pre-wallet like right here, it could do a lot of damage. Cinderella getting stunned up full. Big old parry coming in for Boomer right now, but that's going to be Thorns trying to discourage this rogue from attacking without pre-wall. Cinderella's going to find himself in a good spot, but Boomer is going to land a blind on Cinderella. Got himself a very decent reroll for heals. Is going to go for a sap, could go for cannibalize. Going to cannibalize off of Alex. Still going to be allowed to get a full heal, which is good. Full stun coming on to Cinderella. Back-to-back damage. Can you get a lot of procs? That was a big dispatch. And he's going to get some slows into Cinderella. No wall available for the Feral. Feral's trying to go for a bash. Tricky coming in for Boomer, though. Going to get a rude. Cinderella barely has any health. Is going to land himself one last heal. If this is where Maledict happened, that would have been a perfect choice. Going to be a big old grapple hook for Boomer. Cinderella's going to bail out of it. No trinket available for Boomer for a while. So all he can really do is pop concoctions and kind of wait this out. Is going to stay mounted, making it harder for Cinderella to land an opener on him. Is going to re-get a bunch of Crimson Vase. Cinderella's looking actually to get to behind a wall and get a re-heal or two. Is he going to be able to? Boomer is as far as he can be. Picking up the eye. Cinderella is going to go for those heals. 74% dampening. Might not be a good choice right here, as you basically get a no heals. Maybe you should have went offensive. We'll see if it pays off for Cinda. Wait now for the wall. Gonna have a trinket. Wall is going to be up and running, so you can just outlive the rogue. Sap coming in for Boomer. That's going to be all open by the rogue. Cheap shot, intro, roll the bones. Got really good buffs, actually. Stun coming into Cinderella. That's going to be a bash. Oh, Maledict Chicken back up. Cinderella has no way to heal off this. Does have Thorns up and running. Trying to get the bleeds up and running onto Boomer, but a blind. That short blind is going to put him in a hard spot. Boomer's going to be able to reset completely. He's going to land a few saps onto Cinderella. Full reset. Doesn't have to deal with the Feral Thorns at all. Just to make sure his health is all good. Is he going to go for a Mark for that stun though? No, just going to get a pistol shot. Going to be a re-stealth out of Cinderella as he used Incarn. And is going to get himself a re-heal going. Not going to be able to re-stealth a little bit. Stun coming in for Boomer. Perfect opportunity. Cinderella doesn't find himself in any of the forms. Skill speed coming down onto the Feral after. Cinderella's going to continue to try to line Boomer as best as possible, waiting out for some kind of ability, maybe a bash, or somebody to get this rogue off of him. Is going to get a short stun. Boomer is going to bail out of there with him dead. And Myth is up next. Looks like Myth wants to give him the full honor duel too. We're at 81% dampening, Myth. But maybe Myth decided he can win this one. Feral ROP at this damp with Thorns. They are strong. Look at that. Boomer is given an opportunity to cannibalize off of Cinderella. Get as much healing as possible. Myth wants to give him a full honor duel. Just a sacrifice in Cinderella, just for good luck. Just for good luck. Oh, man. There's going to be a big old... Oh, that's going to be a hodge. He forced him out into a sense of, oh, you're safe with me, buddy. You're safe with me, friend. But Boomer is going to vanish out of that with a cloak. Myth forced out Boomer. Out in the middle. Duel wasn't an honor duel. He knew what he was doing. He was forcing out the man. He was like, you know what? I don't want to play this game of cat and mouse with you. I want to end you right now. Can Boomer come back from that opener? It's going to be instant trinket for Myth though. As he has eyes, wants to end Boomer. Knows he has Bop. Knows he has Bubble. Maybe that's why this Paladin is playing so BM heavy. This Paladin knows he can win. He's just being greedy about it. Bob coming out. Boomer, do you have any way out of this? Is going to grapple hook out of there. As Myth is going to get himself wings up and running. Boomer's just going to sprint out of there, man. He's juking out of there. One cooldown down. Couple more to go. Gonna land himself a re-stealth. As Myth wants to pick up. Oh, the other eye isn't up. Oh, the other eye isn't up, Myth. Might have gotten a little too greedy, maybe. Boomer's waiting out for the wings completely. Gonna land an opener with a stun. 4 Barons is still gonna be up for Myth, though. Gonna get a re-roll. I don't know what buffs he got, but that's gonna be a big old killing spree. Hodge coming down. Boomer's gonna get out of it and disarm onto Myth. Myth's still gonna be able to get a lot of magic damage onto Boomer. Trying to range the rogue as much as it can as Mallet Trick drops down. Parry coming in for Boomer. Bubble coming down. Does Boomer have any way to deal with? Is gonna grapple out of there. Gonna take a bit of damage. And Myth is gonna go for heals while Boomer's safety trick activates. But look at how small this bubble is. At 94% dampening, that little absorb is so tiny. Boomer's not gonna have a trinket for a while. Not a lot of health to work with. Myth has a Shield of Vengeance coming up in 20 seconds. Boomer rolls himself a decent buff for self-heals. He's going to get an interrupt onto Myth. Could he get a full stun and end him right now? Full stun coming down. Maybe a killing spree. Vanish available if he needs it. He can go for a Vanish. Is going to pre-Vanish Myth. Is going to pre-Vanish this Paladin. No, something gets him out of stealth though. Does have Cloak of Shadows necessary. Blind coming into Myth right now. Blinds him on wings. Something caught Boomer out of stealth. I don't even know what it was. Is gonna sap Myth as Shield of Vengeance comes down. Myth just wants to end this rogue using every cooldown as much as they can. Just to go for heals right now. Eyes are up. Only one side. Boomer does have a Cloak of Shadows. If he can cloak that Hodge, he'll be in a good position. It's gonna land a cheap shot onto Myth though. Trinket coming up. Couldn't cloak it. That's gonna be some damage on a Myth. If Boomer survives this, he'll be a-okay. Mallet Trinket coming down onto Boomer with a big old... Oh my god, so much damage coming in. Trying to turn around into Myth though with a stun. Wings are up. Gonna get disarmed. Myth is still gonna be able to get some damage in. Big old killing spree to follow. Myth is continuing to throw hammers at Boomer. Gonna be able to get some distance. Boomer's gonna just have to take this range damage. This range punishment. Trying to catch himself a re-stealth against Myth. Myth doesn't have any defensive left at all. Does have eyes available. Could pick up eyes and try to go for a heal. At 100% dampening though. No healing available. This is a death match right here. Who wins this one? Myth has wings for a little bit. Boomer's out. Does get a sap on him. Boomer does have a trick if necessary. Parry used to be up. Is going to get a buff roll. And crit buff is up right now. Could end him. Stun coming over right now. Going to get a couple procs. Could he end him right here? Or is he going to go for a gouge? Does go for a gouge. Hodge coming down to Boomer. Trick is out of him immediately. Mid, do you have any damage? Execute sentence. Takes out Boomer at the end. That is so much holy damage at the very end of it. Oh my god. No one could have predicted that. No one. I thought Boomer had it, but Myth with all that holy damage. Just a big old swipe in his direction. That was such a close duel. After Boomer have dueled Cinderella to go into 100% dampening, 0 healing coming out of those boys. It could have gone in any direction, but one wake of ashes with an execution sentence just did it. Oh my god, classic standoff moment. Good duel for the both of you. That could have gone either way. That was an incredibly good duel just now.